Well, this is the sixth episode and it's called 800 Years of Coma. I'll tell you about the very beginning of my band, about how I've created a name, written first albums, and found the first wave of musicians. Let's do it! This is Coma Time, episode 6. So, as I was saying before, I was comparing other bands' names, and I knew that I don't want a short name. A lot of people was telling me that the longer the name, the worse, that nobody will ever remember it. But I thought that My Chemical Romance has a long name, and they were popular, until they split up. 30 Seconds to Mars either. It's even longer than the previous one. And I don't know, if you love the band and you're interested in it, you'll remember the name no matter how long it is, or how difficult. So my favorite number is 8, and I wanted it to be in the name of the band. So if there will be just 8, it's boring. If it's 80 or something, it's plagiarism, because of that 30 seconds, to Mars. So it's hundreds or thousands, but thousands was too much for me. So I stopped on hundreds. Then 800 of what? Days, minutes, seconds, months, years, I don't know, planets, etc. There were a lot. So as I couldn't decide, I just went on. So 800 something of what? And I started thinking what interesting and uncommon can combine with 800. And then something happened in my brain, and I've created an album about the other galaxy, that there were a lot of different races on a planet that was way bigger than Earth. And then the war started there, and some soldiers were trying to save people, and then there was a main character. He has a wife, she suddenly went into coma, and they were like aliens. So the coma wasn't like on our planet. And even people were not like humans. So not only a planet explodes, but my head explodes either. So suddenly, the name came out in my head. I was clearly seeing it. 800 Years of Coma. So I had a name and the idea for the album. And the name 800 Years of Coma helped me to create the whole world around this phrase. I was writing every day through. I had no job those days and a lot of time to think and create. So I'm not saying that every lyric that I wrote those days got in the album. Some of them created an album themselves, some of them gone, and even now I will double check them again. And I was writing not only the songs but the sceneries of the music videos or just additional details. There were a lot of different stuff. And I had an idea that it would be a lot more interesting if there will be a manual how to watch music videos of that album. You must watch them one by one as they are listed on the album, so you will get a feeling like you're watching a movie. And so the music videos must have the smallest amount of the performing scenes, of the band playing. So let's think that was the manual how to watch music videos of the Galaxy of Two Stars. Okay. The biggest part will be the story of the war in that galaxy and the adventures while leaving the planet and trying to survive. So I was writing for a long time and I get about 50 songs of the story. So where will you put them in? The best decision in that situation was to make 3 albums, a trilogy. I made up the whole universe like Marvel or Avatar, and the first album gets the name The Galaxy of Two Stars, the second one A Little Alien, and the third one Earth 2081, Friend or Foe. What you gonna do next with that big idea? And it's uncommon, right? You've got to make your dream come true. You need musicians. I found some guys and held an audition. I wanted Coma to become like a family, but now I see that it's almost impossible to make something get that close like a family that quickly. It's a hard work, and sometimes you argue that much that there's no reason to stay. So even though I wanted to make a band that will have either boys and girls in it, because I've never seen a band like this, except Hailstorm or Evanescence. So I wanted a drummer to be a girl. It's a quite complex task. So the first girl was a piano player. Then in the second wave was a girl drummer, but I found a team and we started to write. So that's it for today. Like and subscribe, and see you the next time.